hold this? Is that too much? Is that too much? It'll probably wiggle all over the place, so I'll probably have to redo this. I gotta figure out a way to film out here. It's so gorgeous. Coffee is brewing, and we're back on the balcony. God, it's a beautiful day today. A lot of things different in Denver than they were in Austin. I mean, obviously, it's across the country. That was a stupid intro. But a few things to get used to in Denver. The elevation has definitely affected us. There have been several times we've walked up the stairs or walked up a flight of stairs or walked in the building and just been so out of breath. Getting much better. But yeah. Getting acclimatized, acclimated. Which word is correct? You tell me. Put it in the comment box. Don't let go of the camera, Marguerite. Don't let go of the camera, Reed. It makes a shade. The difference in humidity has been the most amazing thing. Even when it gets hot here, it doesn't get like Texas hot. It doesn't get Austin hot. And that's all due to humidity. It gets 95 degrees here. That happens in Austin all the time. In fact, I think right now Austin's in the hundreds, but I'm not there right now. But here, you get a little warm when the sun's beating down on you. Step into the shade. It's cool. That's due to the lack of humidity. In Austin, it's just darker hot, shady hot. And so while this lack of humidity has been fantastic as far as temperature, it's also done really great things for my daughter's skin because she has eczema. And sweating really exacerbates that. Here we don't sweat as much anyway. And there goes the air conditioner. So a couple things about being in a drier climate. You gotta make sure to drink a lot more water. The air here is just sucking the moisture out of your skin, and you can hear it when you rub your fingers together of just how dry your skin is. Not like Texas. Texas, it was like you could feel the moisture in the air. You could smell it. Not here. So, drinking a lot more water. Lotion. Lotion is a big deal. Have to keep lotioning. Lotioning the arms, lotioning the hands, lotioning the feet. Lotion. Moisturize me. Moisturize me. That's for my Whovian friends in Austin. Love you, Leanne. Anyway. Okay, so trying to keep my glare out of my eyes, or trying to keep the glare out of my glasses so it's not killing you. What I did not think about the humidity affecting earlier this week was my baking. I found a new recipe for chocolate chip muffins, bakery style chocolate chip muffins, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the kind I can't resist, the kind I have to try. So, I made some, and I'm gonna link the article below, or the recipe below, so you can try it if you want. This is a great recipe. Lots of good tips on how to change up your typical muffin recipe so that it did come out more like a bakery muffin. You know, tall tops, nice and crunchy. They even did like the coarse sugar on top so that it had that, you know, crunch and sparkle. It's fantastic. They looked really good coming out of the oven. Nice and tall. They had that nice bakery shape. I personally was not 100% happy with them. They seemed a little dried out around the top, around the muffin top bit. and they seemed a little heavy. And at first, my first thought was, being in an apartment, really the first time I've baked in this oven, I don't know that my oven temperature is correct. So my first thought was I need to get an oven thermometer and make sure that my oven is working properly. So that was going to be my first stop. Later I was thinking to myself, if you were canning, you'd have to make adjustments because of the altitude. Are there adjustments you have to make to baking because of the altitude? Let's Google. And so I did. And Google brought me to the compendium of all baking knowledge. King Arthur Flour. I love their website. It has great recipes. It also has a lot of baking knowledge and had what I needed as soon as I Googled it. Let's let that truck back up and cook even. I love King Arthur Flour. I love their website. And it actually listed about 5 things that you should adjust if you're baking at high altitude. And at about, 5,500 feet? Denver definitely qualifies. They don't call it the Mile High City for nothing. It's a mile high. And I'm on the 6th floor. Does that actually contribute? Does that make it worse? We'll see. Upping your oven temperature by 15 to 25 degrees. I already thought my oven might be a little too hot. I'm definitely going to get the oven thermometer to check it. I don't think I'm going to up my temperature right away unless I try some of the other things, and that doesn't take care of it. The second thing was decrease your baking time by between 5 to 8 minutes for every 30 minutes that you're baking your item. A lot of this has to do with if you do bake it at a higher temperature, it needs less time. Yeah, obviously. So if I don't up my oven temperature, I am going to lower my baking time because I did think they got a little dried out. It also suggested decreasing your sugar by 1 tablespoon per cup of sugar because of the less humidity, drier climate. It evaporates. The liquids in the baking goods evaporate quicker, and that can leave a little too much sugar proportionally in the remainder, the baked good, and that can cause your structure of your baked good to crumble. So I'm understanding that to mean your muffins might come out real nice and fluffy and then fall as soon as they come out of the oven. That's a possibility. 4th item that King Arthur Flour suggested was to increase your liquid, whether that be milk, water, or even an extra egg. Increase your liquids by 1 to 2 tablespoons at 3,000 feet, and an additional 1.5 teaspoons for each additional 1,000. Not sure if I wrote that down right. I'll have to check. And then the 5th thing they suggested was at 3,500 feet, add 1 tablespoon additional flour, and then another additional tablespoon for each 1,500 feet. So here at 5,500 feet, I'd need to add 2 extra tablespoons of flour. But I'd also be increasing my liquid. I was about to say my batter seemed pretty thick, so I don't know how extra flour would work there, but increasing the liquid would compensate for that. So I'm definitely gonna have to try some of these because I will figure out this bakery style chocolate chip muffin recipe. I must. I love them. And I want them to be perfect so I can give them to people, especially